In this video, I'm going to show you how to unlock your abundance, how to get yourself in the receiving mode, how to allow the infinite abundance that is available to you eternally. Every single present moment, every single frame of reality. This intelligence, this infinite abundance is available to you. Matter of fact, right now as you're watching this abundance is available to you. And I'm going to show you a mental attitude that you need to practice, that you need to cultivate as your habitual mental attitude that will unlock this level for you, that will enable you to tap in to this infinite abundance more and more and more until you start allowing more and more and more. So I want to share with you one quote first that explains this concept beautifully. And it's actually a quote back there on my wall, which I'll put up on the video right now. And I have the quote right here on my phone. And the quote goes, "We ought to stand in the same relation to the infinite source as a child does to his parents. The child does not say, 'I do not dare eat this food for fear that I may not get any more.' It takes everything with absolute confidence and assurance that all its needs will be supplied, that there is plenty more where these things came from." How beautiful is that quote? By the way, I don't remember exactly where I got it from. I think it was a law of attraction book that I read a while back, maybe last year. And I thought this quote was amazing. At the time that I actually wrote it down on my wall last year, I didn't have a full understanding of it. But ever since I've been practicing this for so long now, I've grown in an understanding of what this means. You have to treat yourself like the child of the universe that is constantly ready for more, ready for the best, ready for the highest quality of experience. And you have to, moment by moment, maintain the mental attitude that you will be taken care of. That every present moment, there will be a way that will be presented to you, if you allow it, that will open the door to whichever thing or secret or information or abundance you're trying to unlock. You have to understand that it is your very fear and anxiety and always thinking about what if this doesn't happen. It is that mental attitude itself that is actually blocking all the solutions to come to you, that is blocking all of the intelligence, the abundance that is available to you right now. And that is the thing that you have to start to reprogram now. A child, when he gets his new favorite toy from his parents, he's not in thoughts about, man, when I'm done with this toy, I might not get any more. He's not fearful of losing the toy because he understands that he'll just get another one. The child knows that there's going to be dinner on the table later on that evening. The child knows that it's going to sleep in a comfortable bed later that day. Doesn't even spend any time or energy trying to figure any of those things out. And yes, you can argue that, okay, yeah, he's a child, but he's being taken care of. Well, what if that's the way life is supposed to be, and that you were always supposed to be taken care of like that? Not necessarily by other people or your parents, but instead just by life in general. But you, because you grew up, gave up the mental attitude that you will be taken care of. And what if, because you bought into all the fear, because you bought into the fact that you have to tirelessly work a job just to maintain a living, just to provide a living for yourself, what if that is the very attitude that is not allowing you to move up to whatever you want to move to create what the abundance and the well-being that you do want to create? A lot of people want to create an amazing life, but they're so fearful of taking a step forward because things might not work out, because they might fail. They might fall and not be able to get up. And it is that very fear that actually blocks their entire well-being. Life is supposed to be lived like a child lives their life, right? The child isn't even thinking about tomorrow. The child is just so consumed in the play of today, in the abundance of today. The child may have some far goal about, okay, playing 5 days from now, but it is so consumed in the fun play of today that it's not even worrying about if it's going to be taken care of 5 days from now. It just knows its well-being. Now you have to learn to know your own well-being. And I'm not going to just say this to you and allow you expect you to just know it, right? This is something that you have to program within your mind. That moment by moment, if you allow it, life will take care of you. That whatever you need in that moment will present itself to you, or the means to attain that thing will be presented to you. This is something especially important for somebody in business, somebody pursuing their dreams, because there's so many times in really just everybody's lives that you never know the next step. You never know how it's going to work out. You never know if it's going to work out. And what's going to come of your ideas, your dreams, your goals. And this is where you have to bring this mental attitude into practice. It's great and all to talk about it, but you have to practice it within those uncertain times. Life is best lived within uncertainty, because when you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, it means that anything is possible. But that anything can only be positive and abundant and beneficial for you if you allow the possibility of it to occur through the mindset that you will be taken care of. If you are within the uncertainty of life with a fearful attitude and a very pessimistic outlook, then no doubt you will block off your abundance, and most likely negative things will occur to you, which will reinforce your worldview about how life does not take care of you. But that is simply what your expectation was. Life gave you what you expected. Now expect something else. Can you reprogram yourself in that way to earn this long-term benefit? It's going to be difficult in the beginning because life is going to continue to give you what you expect. And in the beginning, you will continue to expect those negative things. You will find it hard to believe that life will always take care of you, that situations will just naturally work out. You won't just willingly accept my words right now, and I don't expect you to. But are you willing to put in that initial little bit of effort? That little bit of conscious awareness that is going to require you that's going to be required of you in those situations when you really don't know if those things will work out, if that situation will work out. Will you create the mental outlook similar to a child to his parents? Are you going to know your well-being, or are you going to fall into the fear again? That is a choice you have to make. But I promise you, once you consistently practice this, and once you create this mental attitude of things always being there for you, and you always having whatever you need being provided to you moment by moment, frame by frame, then you will learn this incredible secret. You will have this realization that in the present moment, there is no misery. In the present moment, there is no negativity. There is no reason to worry or fear, because the present moment always takes care of you. Life always takes care of you. And then you can go on to create whatever you want in your experience, because this fear isn't going to haunt you at all times. And that's what makes this life beautiful. Living within the uncertainty, but not with fear. Living in uncertainty with fear is dreadful and so exhausting. But living within uncertainty, knowing that you are the child of the universe, is a blissful experience, an effortless experience in which life always has your back. Life always comes through for you. So is that something that you want? Well, then put in the work and make it happen. Put in the initial effort and make it happen. Reprogram your mind and make it happen. Good luck.